Hello again, welcome to Pre-Algebra with Miss Betsy. Today what we're going to be talking about in this very brief video is how we find discount, sales price, and percentage commission. And there's not a whole lot involved in this, so I'm simply going to give you mostly a definition of what are we talking about when we're talking about discount. What do we mean with sale price, and what do we mean with commission? And we see that this all has to do with calculations that involve percentage. So if you can understand percentage, take that into multiplication by a decimal number, and you understand the definition of your terms, and you're not going to have any difficulty with this section. There's really not a whole lot to teach. Before I get started though, I've got a question for you. Can you tell me what it is that is smaller than an ant's mouth? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but it's whatever the ant is eating that is going to be smaller than his mouth. So, as you see with this series of videos here, the jokes are just getting lamer, which is my goal. If you are using the same text that I am using Pre-Algebra for Christian Schools. It's published by Bob Jones University Press. I'm using the first edition. We are in Chapter 10, Section 6 on page 330, and it's entitled Discount, Sales Price, and Commission. So let's go ahead and dive right into this, and you'll see that this will be a nice brief lecture today for a change. This tells us that the outdoor store is selling camping equipment for 20% off the regular price. A backpack is regularly priced at $95. What is the discount? What is the sale price? So you simply have to, what's it mean when we're talking about discount? Now, to me, it's sort of, I guess, intuitively obvious, maybe since I've been calculating discount and sales price since, God made dirt, just about, it seems. But all that we're talking about is when they talk about discount, that's the amount of money that the price of the item has been reduced by. And if we want to find the discount, you simply want to multiply the original amount by the percent of the discount. So let me actually write this out for you and say that discount amount, or how much money you're going to have counted off, discount amount is equal to the percent of discount multiplied by the regular price. So if we want to find the discount amount in our problem, it said, what's the discount? When it asks for what's the discount, they don't want you to go back at the problem and say, well, the discount's 20%. Well, yeah, we know the discount is 20%. We want to find out what that represents to us in dollars and cents. So what is the percentage of discount? In this problem, it was 20%. How do you indicate 20%? Well, you write that, I guess we can actually say 20%, because they're stepping you through this from the beginning. 20% times the original price. The original price of the backpack in this problem was, I believe, yes, was $95. So 25% of $90, that's going to give us the discount amount. And that's what we really care about, because we're thinking, okay, I've been saving up to buy this backpack that cost me $95. Do I have enough money if I have $78 that I've saved? So maybe you're saying, okay, am I going to have enough money? And we're going to say that we're not going to be concerned about tax here. So I have $78. Whoops. I know my backpack's on sale. Is that enough to buy my backpack? Well, let's find that out. Exactly what is going to be the new price of your backpack? Well, the amount of the discount is 20%. 20% of, or 25%, I'm sorry, 20% times the original amount of $95. You're going to convert that percentage into a decimal, and when you multiply that out, that's going to be 2 times 9 is 18, 19. This is going to be equal to $19. Does that mean that, man, you've got a ton of money left over after you buy your backpack because the backpack is on sale for $19? No, this is how much the price is reduced by. This is the discount amount. This is how much money you have taken off the original price. So if the discount amount is $19, that means instead of $95, the cost of your backpack is going to be $19 less than that. I want to see exactly how they phrase the question here. Question goes back, what is the discount? Here's the discount amount. Not what is the discount? It's 20%, teacher. I know. Convert that 20% into the fact that the amount of the discount in dollars is $19. And then the final part of the question is, what is the sales price? So the sales price is always going to be the original amount less any sales, any discounts. Original amount minus discounts. And that's where you sometimes have this discount, plus you have a coupon, plus you've got to buy one, get one free, plus you end up with God giving you that item for a very small amount of money. We want to know what the sales price is. The original amount was $95. We're going to subtract the amount of the discount, and we're going to see that the sales price is equal to $76. So yes, if you had saved $78 for this particular backpack, when it went on sale at 20% off, you had enough money. You had enough money to buy, to give somebody an offering or to buy a Coke because you had $2 more than you needed. That's all discount and sale price is. The discount amount is always going to be calculated by taking the original amount, multiplying it by the percentage of discount expressed as a decimal. But then you have to remember that there's a second point, and this is where it comes in, where definition is so important. The discount amount is not what you pay. The discount amount is the amount of cash by which your original purchase price is reduced. So your sales price is much better than the original $95. I'd rather pay $76. But your sales price is not $19. And I guess that's probably where people who are first learning how to work with discount and sales price and all these things trip up, is they calculate the discount amount and think, oh man, I only have to pay $19, it's 20% discount. No, that $19 is what you take off the original $95 to end up with your final sales price of $76. So let's go ahead and see what other problem we can have. This is going to be another one that's actually labeled as example 1 on page 331, and our problem says find the discount and the sales price. Why do you have to find both of them? Well, just knowing that you get to take $17 off something is of no value to you unless you know what effect that discount has on your sales price. So the question here tells us that the regular price is $27.80. $27.80 tells us that the percent of discount is going to be 15%. So we have 15% of discount. We have two parts to our problem. First, I want to know the discount amount. The amount of the discount is 15% expressed as a decimal times 27.80 expressed as a decimal. If you're doing this multiplication by hand, make sure that you locate your decimal point properly. When you get that calculation completed, you're going to end up with 4.17. Okay, what in the world is 4.17? That's meaningless to me, teacher. Well, really isn't, because our discount amount is a percentage of the original price. The original price in America is calculated in dollars and cents. So 4.17 tells us that the amount of the discount is $4.17. That's the first part of our problem. Our problem says find the discount and the sales price. How do you find the sales price? Well, the sales price is always going to be the original amount less any amount of a discount. So what's the original amount here? $27.80 was your original amount. You subtract a discount of $4.17, and you're going to end up with what? $22.63? $23.63, sorry. $23.63 is the new discounted price. So this, two parts to this problem, they're going to be asking you to calculate what's the discount, and then what happens to the sales price after you apply that discount to it. So we have 3 minutes. We have one final item that I want to step through right quickly. This is called commission, and some of you are aware of what commission is. And commission is the amount of money that is paid to a salesman, saleslady, to a salesperson as compensation to them for making the sale. And this is always going to be a percentage of the total sales. And there's a formula here. Very easy, just it's commission. And that doesn't look spelled right to me, but it is. Commission is the percent commission times total sales. And are you seeing a similarity here between discount and commission? Discount is a percentage of the total price of the item that you're reducing that price by. Commission is a percentage that you're taking out and paying to the salesman, to the saleslady, for the work that he or she has done to complete that sale. So if you have a problem that says find the commission, sales is $375 and the rate of commission is 3%. Rate of the commission is 3%. How are we going to find out how much money the salesman earned on sales of $375? Well, the commission is always going to be equal to the total sales times the percentage commission expressed as a decimal. What is 3%? It's 0.03. 0.03. You do that multiplication, not an arithmetic class, so I'm going to get the answer. You do that multiplication, and you get 11.25. What's that 11.25 represent? Well, that represents the dollars and cents commission that the salesperson earned. Salesperson sold $375 worth of product, made $11.25. So obviously, if you have a commission of only 3%, you want to have very high volume sales, or you're not going to be high volume or high dollar sales. You're not going to be making any money. Anybody think of something right now where you're typically paid by commission? Depends on where your parents are in this process, but what immediately jumps to mind for adults is commission that you pay to a real estate agent. Real estate agents earn, the amount of money they earn is based on the sales price of the property that they sell. Might be 3% if they're splitting it with another agent, it might be 6%. Somewhere in between those two percentages is a fairly typical amount for the agent themselves to recover. So let's say that you sold a house, the agent sold a house that cost $100,000. I used to think that $100,000 was a ton of money. It's still a ton of money, but it doesn't buy a lot. A 6% commission, the agent sells that, the agent is going to get, remove 2 decimal points, $6,000 is how much that agent earns for his or her trouble in selling the house. And you think, man, that's a lot of money. Well, real estate agents don't close a lot of properties typically. But you can see that in order for a real estate agent to be able to provide for his family, he's got to be working hard and selling property worth lots of money. But $6,000 commission is a whole lot different than an $11.25 commission. So we've talked about discount, talked about sale price, talked about commission. We saw that discount and commission are solved exactly the same way. They're calculated the same way. It's a percentage of a total amount, but they represent two totally different quantities. Discount is the amount by which the price of an item is reduced. Commission is a percentage of total sales that's paid to the salesperson in return for their work. And of course, the sales price is you start with your original price, you subtract the discount from that. Go ahead and complete these problems and you'll find them very straightforward. Just go back and think it makes sense. Does it make sense? Let's say that you ended up with $112.50 because you did your parentheses, not your parentheses. You ended up with your decimal point moved incorrectly, and you say the rate of commission, 3% of this, you sold $375 and the salesman gets $112.50. This is where you need to look at your answers and think logically, does it make sense that I'm going to make all that much money if I sell something that only costs this? Well, it really doesn't, because the person that made the product isn't making any money if they're giving you a third of it. Same thing over here. You sell a $100,000 house and you make $60 instead of $6,000. Doesn't make sense. So just as always with word problems, look at them and make certain that they make sense to you. So I'll see you next time.